I think it's stolen. I'm not gonna lie. The ignition lock is all messed up. It's broken. I don't know what they did to it. The gas cap they broke, presumably to get into it. Get away from me.
You fucking bitch! We have a dead body in admin, boys.
Fuck you.
Oh, there's two dead.
Yo guys, my name is Legend and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna film something a little bit different. A lot of you guys have been asking, Legend, what bikes do you have? What do we see in the background of your shed? So here are most of them. 6 bikes are missing, but we'll go over them one by one. Let's get started. So we're gonna go from smallest to biggest, starting with these two, I don't even know, 25cc pocket bikes. I got them both for free. To be honest, I don't really know what to do with them. They have been standing in my shed for 6 months maybe. This one runs, the Red Bull one, kinda. And the other one, it runs but it doesn't, not really, you know. It makes some noise and that's about it. They're probably gonna sit for quite some more months, to be honest. But I do want to keep one and make it nice, and the other one is probably gonna get sold. So yeah, on to the next one. 2 bikes that do run, that you guys have seen recently, the Honda PX50, the Honda PXR50. Both of them run quite well. I'll start one of them. And just look, it's not gonna start now, it's for a video. So they both run. This one is very loud and not 100%. Well, they're both not 100%. I'm going to restore them both. One of them I'm going to keep, one of them I'm going to sell, or maybe as the next giveaway bike, because, you know, the PBR is finished, which you will see in a second. But I don't know, I might keep this one, I might fix this one and sell it, or give it away to one of the patrons. I don't know yet. I'll have to talk about that with the patrons, because, you know, if you're a patron, you can choose what gets given away. So that's what we're gonna do. On to the next one. PBR. This is probably last video you saw was me finishing this bike. It runs and rides. I went for the first test ride, which will be next video. It's finally finished after 2 years. It took way too long. I'm very sorry. It's a 90cc Skyteam PBR. I built it up myself from an empty frame. It took way too long, but it's finished. This will be given away in the next coming weeks to one of the patrons. If you want to have a chance to win any of my bikes, go check the link in the description. By the time you sign up, this will probably already be gone, but we'll move on to the next bike to give away. Then on to the next bike, a bike that I'm definitely not giving away, is the Cagiva Mito. Probably my personal favorite out of all my bikes. It's just beautiful. It does run, although I'm not gonna start it because it has a severe oil leak, and I'm pretty sure all of the oil has leaked out at this point. So I'm not gonna start it now, but I'll put in a clip. It does run. It needs some love, a lot of cosmetic issues, some electrical issues like the lights, and there's an issue with the gearbox, but the engine doesn't run. It's gonna be a project for me. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, this is probably the nicest, well, my favorite bike. Not the nicest right now, but like design wise the nicest in my opinion. Absolutely love it. It's gorgeous, and I do plan on keeping this and not selling this anytime soon, as they do start to go up in value. Then the next bike, I don't think you guys have ever seen it. It's a Suzuki GS500. I actually got this for free of a subscriber. The guy that bought my R125, a friend of his, randomly messaged me on Snapchat asking me, hey, you want a bike? I was like, not really, I don't have any space or money. And it was like, well, it's free. So I was like, sure. But like looking back on it, I think it's stolen. I'm not gonna lie. The ignition lock is all messed up. It's broken. I don't know what they did to it. The gas cap, they broke, presumably to get into it. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then the front brakes are all messed up. I mean, it's just missing a lever. The light is just, you know, all the electricals. Probably to get to the ignition shit. I don't know. I mean, it's a it's a shitty bike. I mean, but it was free. He did give me the paperwork. So, but before I start working on it and put money into this, I do plan on going to the cops to run the VIN number to see if it's stolen or not, because I don't know if I should trust this. But anyway, if it's not stolen, then hey, thanks for the free bike, I guess. If it is stolen, then F you, but yeah, we'll see about that. If this ends up not being stolen, I'm definitely gonna fix it up. This might be also another giveaway bike. I think that would be fun for somebody that's trying to like move up to the A2 license. This would be the perfect bike. So that's definitely, you know, an option to give away after I've done the Honda PX or something. The next bike, a bike you all know, bike I love, my brand new, well, by now it's 1 year old. It's a 2020 Suzuki SV650X. A great bike, runs great. Start it up for you guys. Runs great, of course it's brand new, has plenty of power, plenty of torque. It is pretty much stock other than the license plate bracket, but I do plan on getting an exhaust soon. Yeah, I've had it for a year and I have not put an exhaust on it yet. Why? Well, because they're expensive and I have so many projects I have to put money in, so I just chose to finish some project first before I put money in a bike, because the money I put in this one I'm not getting back out. You know, you buy a brand new bike, you're gonna make a loss, whereas like all these bikes are meant to make a profit, so I wanted to focus on that first. But soon I will have an exhaust on this, hopefully. Now these are all the bikes right here you saw. There's actually 3 more in the shed that I didn't bother pulling out, so let's take a look. So as we're walking to the shed, you can already see it. Pitbike, tank, I don't know what else is on the table here. Nothing really, just some tools and shit. Pitbike tank. If you guys still remember it, my 50 euro Chinese Pitbike, Craigslist Pitbike, it's still in here. The reason I did not pull it out is because it is in parts. It might be a little bit dark in here, so I'll pull it out. But as you guys can see, this is the frame. I took the whole bike apart because I'm planning on like fully restoring it, respraying it. This is the frame. The engine is in here. Everything is in here. It's just taken apart because I want to restore it, but I have so many projects I have not gotten to this one yet. A lot of people are asking about it, so I will. I'm planning on doing the engine first this winter, and then we'll see what happens next. And there's 2 other bikes in here that I just didn't bother dragging out because they're boats. They're way too heavy. Sorry for the bad lighting in here. There's not much I can do about that. But this bike you might have already seen. It's technically not my bike, it's Mauro's bike. He got it for free, but it has been standing here for 2 years and he hasn't shown up almost at all. I don't think he's been here in the last year to work on it. So if he doesn't show up within the next week, I'm claiming it and I'm finishing it and I'll split the profit with him. But I just want this bike out of here. It's unmovable. It might as well be a boat anchor because it's so heavy. If they would have thrown this off the Titanic, it would have never hit that iceberg because it's insane. It took 3 of us, well not 3 of me, 3 of Mauro, and he's a big guy, 3 Mauros to pull it in here. So I'm never getting this out on my own. It's a cool bike, it's an old bike, it's an old military bike that got imported from Poland with I think this is actually a BMW Boxer engine. I'm pretty sure that's manufactured by BMW. But it's a Dnepr 650. The sidecar is also somewhere, but yeah, not here because my shed is full. But yeah, this is something that has to go. I'm pretty sure Mauro just forgot that it's here, to be honest, because he hasn't even mentioned it once. So if I pull this out of here and he visits me, I don't even think he will notice. Anyway, that brings me to the next bike. Another absolute boat of a motorcycle. It's a Honda CB750K 1979, I think, 78, 79. It's the first year with the double overhead cam engine. It's a beautiful bike. I got it for a steal. It's totally garbage right now. Nothing works on it. No brakes, no electricals. The engine doesn't run. Nothing works on it. But I got it for that good of a deal that I had to do it. But yeah, this is gonna be a whole lot of work to get this running ever. So that's not gonna be running anytime soon. But I do really like it, and this is also, excuse me, this is also one of those bikes I would just, you know, like to keep because it's so iconic. It is not the single overhead cam engine because they are just way too overpriced right now. If you get a Sandcast engine one, they go for like over 10,000, so it's insane. And that's all the bikes currently stored here. If you look on the shelves, there's Pitbike parts, there's some leftover PBR parts, there's parts of the Dnepr on the left side. Yeah, it's a mess. So these are the first 11 bikes, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bikes. There's 3 more that are not stored here. They're in my workshop, and we'll take a look tomorrow. I'll write there and I'll paste that clip in right now. Alright, so it's a few days later. We made it to my workshop here, large open space. The plan is to move all the bikes down here, and this is going to be my actual workshop. And the shed is going back to just being my dad's shed, where he puts his whatever, like bicycle and lawnmower, because that's now in the garage. But anyway, this bike you already seen. This is my 300 euro Yamaha Virago 250. I got it off Charles. Some of you might know who he is. He's been on the channel. As you can see, the engine is missing a cylinder. It's right there in a box. This is just another project. I think I'm gonna like first fix the engine and then really customize it to a nice bobber, give it a nice fresh coat of paint and make it into something really nice. But for now it's just, you know, trying to get it running first, which you will see a video on semi shortly, because I went through the engine, I found all the issues, just have to order the parts and put it back together. And then something nobody of you have seen, maybe ever, I'd say Peugeot French. It's a 102 from like 1965, something very old. It was 150 bucks. It is completely complete. It is in very good condition. There's little to no rust, just some surface rust here and there. It's just very dirty, but just cleaning this up with like a wet rag would already make it look so much better. It's crazy how good this bike still looks for being like, what, 56 years old. Obviously it needs some new tires. It's gonna, you know, it's been standing for like 30-40 years. So it's gonna need, you know, to be started up again, fresh fuel. Luckily the gas tank is plastic, so it didn't rust or anything. And there's like no cracks that I can see. So it's just gonna get a new spark plug. The carb is gonna get cleaned, and hopefully that's all it needs, which I'm pretty confident in. But yeah, I only got this in the shop here yesterday, so this is brand new. I don't know when I'm gonna start working on this. It might be like one of those projects I just fit in somewhere, because, you know, it's gonna be easy, I hope. Those were all the projects. I think I showed you 13. Now at the start of the video I said I had 15, which is true, but 2 of them are at a friend's house. I'm just keeping them there because I ran out of space in the shed and I didn't have this workshop yet, but now I do. I'm not gonna tell you yet because they're kind of like secret bikes, not really, but I just don't know what to do with them. I might just sell them as, you know, they stand right now and not touch them. So, you know, I don't want to put them on the channel to then just not finish them. I don't like to do that. So that's 2 projects that I'm gonna keep a secret. Some of you guys might be like, wow, Legend, how do you have 15 bikes? If you want a video of like me going through how I did all this, because like 2 years ago I had 1 bike and now I have 15, I'll gladly tell you my secrets, so to speak. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments. And that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. And if you want to see more, please subscribe.